well, we have activist and lawyer Deji Adinyoju, where he said that VIP policing, of course, we all know what VIP policing is definitely the reason why we have insecurity rise in Nigeria. And of course, from that statement, we could know that the reason is because we have the policemen protecting, the VIPs rather than doing the real job. So, and after this, I will also be playing a video where a Nigerian was so excited to actually have a hug and snap picture with him. So I want to put them side by side and see what's going on in Nigeria and what's going on, internationally. But first, let's hear what activist and lawyer Deji Adinyoju had to say, and we'll be right back.
Almost 200,000 and all kinds of people become VIP all over the country. That's the reason why we have this. But those who have access to cash, anybody that has access to cash can go to a nightclub in Lagos and Abuja. You see young boys with 6, 7, 8 mokol going on. All the celebrities in Nigeria have mokol. All the governors have mokol attached to them. The deputy governor, their wives, their girlfriend have mokol attached to their sons. All have mokol. So this is the reason why we're having insecurity. So let's stop beating around the bush as if we don't know why they are killing people in Benue, in Plateau, in Kwara, because there was an incident in Gombe as well. It's because there has been a collapse of policing in the country.
I see a prince. King of England. No. Wait. I got to do it. Where is he?
Alright, welcome back. Well, apologies for that. We are still behind the camera. Well, that's the video of Deji Adinyoju stating the fact that VIP policing is the reason why we have high insecurity rate in Nigeria. And just to put it side by side, that is a normal Nigerian hugging Prince Williams. And trust me, if Prince Williams was a Nigerian, she wouldn't as much as go close to, we know what we're saying. So, at all. So please, Chief God, we hear from you.
First, let me start with Prince William. We can always arrange things like that. Those things are political. It's not as if Prince William did not have security. The camera did not catch Prince William's security when the lady was up. Perhaps there could have been some level of arrangement before that happens. You don't just walk up to a prince. The world is a dangerous place now. The only thing can happen, they will not let you do that. I mean, we're having people working our own presidents, on a special arrangement. People are coming close to you. But you, on the street, cannot walk
and just move over to him.
Just like that, because they don't know your intention.
Right?
Yes, because the world is wicked.
But are you saying that particularly outside? Because most of the time you see
William as a prince cannot afford to go out without private security.
Okay, let's take
details.
Well,
you saw that the lady just walked up to him.
It could have been an arrangement. That's what I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes, because that lady couldn't have just walked with the security details of prince.
Are you saying she could have gone to meet the security details and say, please, I want to walk up and take pictures with him? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I believe he's probably working with us in detail. Yeah.
Spontaneous. That's what I'm saying. It's not spontaneous. Because they have to screen the lady. They have to know the intent of the lady and know that he doesn't have anything that will harm the prince before they let her walk in. I'm coming. It's a normal thing. It was, you remember in COVID, how the president of the French president, Emmanuel Macron, wanted to be a man of the people, and how one of the citizens slapped him in protest to that, and we are all aware of it. And they did it, and since then, nobody could be allowed to get to the president without prior notice, without prior information. So I am saying that that is a publicity stunt with the world that we are in now, what the intent of the people towards the elites and those who in power, people, the security details of any president of any personality will not allow a person walk directly to that person without any prior notice. Then they could allow you when they find out that your intention is clear and good. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the reason why we're still hitting on this is we've seen it happen.
Of course, a lot of times.
Even when,
the ministers, walking freely,
along the road,
what I'm saying,
and then they shot together with the people.
Yes, that will happen. And it happens with their security details now. They may not be able to do the way Nigerians are doing by carrying the horse of the first lady or carrying the umbrella. I know what the other day, where in University of Calabar, where the commission when the Senate president was being conferred with the doctorate, honorary doctorate degree in University of Calabar. I saw what one security detail was at the back of the Senate president, lifting Senate President Agbada as if Senate President were armless. I saw it on the TV. He was lifting the Senate President Agbada, and we continue to help him lift. No, you don't see that. That is an absurd situation. That's a Nigerian security situation. If those things do not happen, they will not help you carry your. When you see ministers walking to number 10 Downing Street in the UK, you see them walking with their own purse. You don't even see them going because that is the rules. You don't. When I want to have when the Prime Minister want to have a meeting with another minister or another member of Parliament, you don't go in there with your aides because that thing does not concern your aides. But in Nigeria here, you will see them walking in, walk out. It's a closed door meeting. No, it doesn't work like that. Most places, but that is a Nigerian thing. But what I'm telling you is that it is not for you not see the prince security details around him. Doesn't mean that they are not around because it's high profile person. It's a person of interest, and the world will always want to target high profile people and the people of interest. And the country cannot afford to be caught unawares. The prince of the United Kingdom is armed because he decided to want to be a populist.
Okay, all right. We have as yes. I would like to bring in my Zoom desk now. We have Dr. Jide on standby. Please, can we bring Dr. Jide? He's a public analyst. I'm bringing him on the screen. Okay, good afternoon, sir. It's good to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for having me. I think
okay, so I'm just going to go straight to the topic. Well, we've been having some discussion in studio about the fact that, we have in Nigeria, we have so many, going about with the politicians or leaders, policing, and basically this is stemming from the fact that Deji Adeyanju, the activist and a lawyer, stated that the reason we have so much insecurity in Nigeria is because we have VIP policing, and that's because most of our policemen, rather than being at their post of duty, they're actually, policing or guarding the VIPs. So what's your analysis of that, actually?
Well, that's a factor. There's too much policing of VVIPs, highly important and highly important people. Have too much. If you look at the level of policing the political class and policing of VVIPs, business entrepreneurs and mongo. If you look at the entire citizenry, a larger percentage of our policing system is meant for the protection of people in politics and people that have the network to hire police as part of their security detail. And it's a failure of the political system. I saw what they said concerning the studio that it was a PR stunt. And concerning the lady that took the picture of the Prince of Wales, that was publicity stunt. And I tend to disagree with it. There's an element of publicity in it, but no doubt the presence of security detail does not mean the absence of security. What we have is an overt presence of force and not outer presence of security detail. The Prime Minister, David Cameron, enters public transport. He enters the tube to come to the offices, to go to places, to come to London. The Prime Minister of Netherlands rides back. The Crown Prince of Dubai moves without security details. It is as a result of whatever security you have provided for in your country that determines if actually the country is safe and sound. Those that are given responsibility of security lives and property of the people make actual provision for that. They won't need personal protection. Where you have too much personal protection, security protection for people in high offices shows that there's a failure of the security system and security apparatus of any given state. And that's what we have in Nigeria.
All right, sure. I think he's done talking. Let's hear from you.
All right. Like I said, yes, we also had Otedola, who boarded a BRT bus from Oshodi to Songota sometimes ago. I don't know whether you guys are aware.
Yeah.
Was all over. But what I'm saying in essence is that yes, theirs is done with modesty. Right? They are modest about security protections to their leaders, to their elites, the VIPs, as it were. But yeah, what I'm against is that lady couldn't have just been a random lady who works directly. Maybe the Prince of Wales was going to somewhere and he walked directly and knocked him, and people were looking. No, it's not going to happen like that, because the era that we have terrorism in its highest level, that a mere hugging a terrorist hugging someone of interest would actually poison that person. We have seen how the Russians security for the person of interest who lives in other country, we have seen how they go in a way of poisoning those people in those countries. And you don't need to personally shoot somebody, you could kill somebody nowadays. So what I'm saying is that it is something that yes, theirs is a bit different from us. But back to Deji Adeyanju's comment, I disagree with him. That is the reason why the insecurity is on the rise. I don't think it is. I think if it's one of the factors, it is one of the minimum factors, because right from the one, Africans, Nigerians in particular has always been lover of police, security, even people who are not government. You see them. If I stumble on some word of naira now, and I blow my trumpet on social media, people begin to know me. I can walk into a police station and ask for police protection, and they will gladly give me the how many I can afford. It has always been like that. And I think the main source, the main factor that security is on the rise is lack of deterrent. Nobody is held accountable for doing something bad. People are not held accountable. They are not being punished for doing something bad. It's not as if the United States, where terrorists cannot hide, is better than Nigeria in terms of security. Alright? I went to France, and I can tell you for a fact, I went to France and I was in Nice, and throughout my stay in Nice, I couldn't see a security officer on the road, a police officer with uniform, just walking or with a gun. I was pointed to a police station. I couldn't imagine that is a police station. So that's what I'm telling you. And until I live here, and when I leave Cannes, I will leave Cannes, I will come and wait for my boss around 11 p.m. And I will get to my base, I will enter my bus, get to my hotel, and I didn't use any taxi. Alright? So in the end, nobody molested me, nobody harassed me, nobody stole my thing. And in fact, I can tell you, the hotel that I stayed, I got there, I booked it from Nigeria, I got there, they sent me message where my key is. I didn't see a receptionist. Alright? I didn't see a receptionist. I picked my key and I go into my hotel, and until I leave, one day I was leaving, I left my key there. I have not seen any single person.
So who was cleaning up for you?
No, before, when I left in the morning, before I no, nobody will clean my room by myself, because I locked it. People the hotel environment. So what am I saying is that people are not being, see, people are being killed. We are counting, see, last month we are counting people that are being killed. We have not counted a single person that has been arrested.
Okay.
You see, those are the reasons. I mean, when people want to talk, people like DG, who are the pulse of the people listen to, who are followers, who speak on behalf of the people, unlike us, they should be able to put it in the perspective. They himself must have had a security attaché, because he's a person of high profile that can be a target at any time.
Have you seen him with anyone?
You may not. Some people have police that you may not see, you may not know. They are police officers dressed in mufti like you. They are security basic.
But I want to doubt that he's coming out to say VIP policing is what's causing high security, and you have a police attaché. I think he might have security, yeah. Honestly, not a police officer.
You have a private security.
No, he's not a police officer.
The reason why we have insecurity rise is not because Shebi, as I'm driving down to this place, I saw police at least about 3 checkpoints from Ablé back to Agege. Before, as soon as I pass, I get to Abattoir. I saw police. As soon as I approached Prince Lima, that bridge, I saw another police officer. I drove through Obagunji, get to Wemko. I saw police people. 3 checkpoints before I got here. So, who are those police officers? They are police officers on the road. They are not attached to personality. I'm not saying those attaching police officers to these dignitaries, this government official is the right thing, but it's not the cause. The cause is that people then has refused to bring people who are perpetrating this thing to book.
Okay, all right.
Let's have a doctor back on the screen, please. Can we have Dr. back on the screen? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Jide, for joining us today. I was asked a question on your reaction on, the print. You have reacted. What's your reaction on Deji's statement? Do you think it's actually definitely that is causing insecurity in Nigeria, or we're not having enough men that will go fight the battle of, securing Nigeria?
It's just one of the factors responsible for the security challenges that we have in the country. It's just one of the many factors. It's an high problem that requires a multifaceted approach to providing solution to it. When you look at the issue of insecurity that we have, where does the money be budget for security? You check the budget in the advent of this republic, the largest chunk of the budget goes to security and security votes, and yet there is no security. And then this particular budget item and budgetary allocation is not subject to audit. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I might be wrong, but this is just my opinion. The insecurity challenge we have in Nigeria is perpetuated to provide a justification for the humongous money that is allocated to security issues annually, both at the state level, at the local level, and at the federal level. Because if you look at the amount of money we have devoted or have been mapped for security, we shouldn't be having security problems in Nigeria. Unfortunately, the political class tends to think that showing of force is an evidence of security. Security is about surveillance. It's about look. My colleague in the studio said he went Nice. He did not see a single police on the street. Yet that environment was secure. It was safe. It's not because they posted security on the street. In Nigeria, you will see police, you will see last man, you will see old watch, you will see yellow fever. Does that prevent people from not breaking traffic laws? Does it even cause for free flow of traffic? The presence of, okay, I give you another example. When our president or our governors are giving speeches, for our president, you will see a military man standing behind him. For the governor, you see a policeman standing behind them. But when the president of America is giving speech, do you see any security people standing behind him? Or police standing behind any officials of Western world? Who is more secure? Our president or the president of the United States of America? Security is about surveillance. Security is about the intelligence you gather and the measures take to prevent it from happening.
Thank you very much for that one. To move on from this, what we've already known, we can all see the fact that private policing or VIP policing is one of the reasons, it's not a contribution, not the major contribution to why we have, high insecurity, because when they're doing their job, on the streets, at the forefront of whatever insecurity we have, they're busy policing the VIPs and, the VIPs.